Welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. Now, things are happening. The transfer market is almost up and running, and players are moving from club to club. And who is bigger than Viktor Gyokeres? Who is bigger than Ekitike, Mbeumo? You know, clubs are pushing. Spurs are pushing. Manchester United have decided to go for very sensational player at Bournemouth. In fact, two of them. Now, if you want to listen to all this, consider subscribing to the Soccer Benchmark as we bring the down low on every deal that is about to happen. Clubs that are looking at players and which player is moving where. We knew this, and we knew that this Gyokeres is the hot property. And rumors just coming out of the Emirates is that Arsenal have decided to push for this deal. Arsenal have buckled away from signing other strikers, and they are preferring Viktor Gyokeres. Remember, Gyokeres was rumored to be angling towards Manchester United, but it seems like Arsenal and the player himself has decided that he prefers going to the Emirates, who will deny Arsenal this particular signing, because at the Emirates he'll get the Champions League, he'll get a big club, big city, you know, all that. But United have lost on this. We thought that Amorim, Lua and United will make sure that he comes to Old Trafford. But hey, Viktor Gyokeres has decided that Arsenal is the place, and Manchester United are moving on very fast. Hence the Ekitike. This is a video that is coming right after this. Now, I know I never asked this enough. Consider subscribing for this channel so that we can grow the Soccer Benchmark. This coming transfer window is going to be very complex for Manchester United. And hey, what I'm hearing is very crazy, because now Spurs have decided to hijack the Bryan Mbeumo transfer. In fact, this is a transfer that they are actively looking at. They are very much interested. Remember, there is Champions League football for Mbeumo at Spurs. And there's the effect of Thomas Frank and all that. When you combine together, in fact, Manchester United are at a loss when it comes to Bryan Mbeumo. But the good news, this is the good news. Bryan Mbeumo still prefers Manchester United because he believes that is a club where he will get the maximum of how he plays and how he wants to play. And remember, if you join Manchester United, basically, your socials, your everything just grows by millions, because Manchester United is still very much a big club out there. So Tottenham Hotspurs may just hijack this deal, but Mbeumo is still much interested to join Manchester United. Now, another player that United are looking at in case the Mbeumo transfer does not work. Listen to this. Semenyo, you know, this Bournemouth player has been a thorn in the flesh of Manchester United this season. He's really done well. He's been scoring goals for free. You know, he's one of those players that on a one-on-one, you cannot handle him. And that is an alternative to Mbeumo that United are actively looking at. In fact, they have sounded Bournemouth on this deal. It will be a difficult deal to do because the asking price here is still very steep, but United are very much interested. Now, there's another Bournemouth player that United are also looking at, and this is also a very good talent. He had a very popular father, you know. Consider subscribing for this channel as we bring more of these transfer rumors and transfer done deals going. Now, this other Bournemouth player that United are looking at is Justin Kovat. You know, this is a 64-goal striker who's played over 200 games, and he's a proven Premier League player. He's done well, and United have been following him since he was in the Dutch league. So he's a player that United are interested in, and they are also actively looking at as a replacement for Mbeumo. So Mbeumo options are out there, but United prefer Mbeumo because he's much of a threat. He's much of a strong figure up there. More so when you combine him with Kuna, that is going to be a very devastating attack for Manchester United. So those are the players that United are looking at to bring in case the Mbeumo deal does not go through. Now, someone needs to stop Liverpool from winning the league before the league even starts, because this is going to be serious stuff. Now, what am I talking about? Consider subscribing at this moment. Click on that subscribe button. And what am I talking about? Liverpool are actively looking at Bradley Bakkola. Bakkola just won the Champions League with PSG. He's a French international. He's extremely good. So if you have Bakkola at Liverpool, you have Florian Wirtz at Liverpool, you have Osimhen at Liverpool, you have Salah at Liverpool, then we are in trouble. The Premier League is in trouble because these are extremely exciting players. And remember, Arne Slot won the league without even signing anybody. But if he brings these 4 players all at once, I think the league is basically gone. League is gone. And guys have to wake up. Big clubs have to wake up because Liverpool are going to run away with this thing. If they sign Bakkola, a 22-year-old French international from PSG, a Champions League winner, these guys are basically bringing in a winner into the squad. So Liverpool are serious contenders. Now, there's a big rumor that has just come out of Fabrizio Romano and many other media that are talking about this guy, Hugo Ekitike. Remember that name, Hugo Ekitike. Now, Hugo is one of those players that many teams are converting. He plays for Frankfurt in Germany, and Manchester United are rumored to be seriously considering him. However, I don't see this deal being very easy to do because his fee is around between 70 to 90 million euros. That is quite a sum for a team like Manchester United, who currently are not in Europe and have a PSR to really worry about and looking at. Now, at 22 years old, I think this is a player that is for the future, and United are going for young players, young proven players who can be able to do so much. So I think this is a deal that will be very difficult for United to pull around, but the rumors are really big out there. Big rumor that Manchester United are going for Hugo Ekitike. I can imagine him scoring that goal and then we start singing Gala, Ekitike. So, let's watch this space. Napoli have snapped one of the best midfielders in the world in Kevin De Bruyne. Having retired from Man City, I think he's done it all. He's won the league, he's won the Champions League, he's won the FA Cup, Carling Cup, Carabao Cup, you name it. He's done it all. So, retirement package, good place to retire in Napoli, champions of Italy at 33 years old. I think if Antonio Conte uses him just sparingly, this guy has a lot to offer. So this is a done deal, by the way. Manchester City have let Kevin De Bruyne join Napoli. He's gonna join his twin brother in Napoli. That is Scott McTominay. These two guys just look or resemble each other. So welcome to Naples, Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester United also has done a deal. This is Matheus Kuna from Wolves. This is a deal that has already been completed. It was done early, but now he's officially joined Manchester United. Having taken photos, toured the field, did some interviews. The 26-year-old Brazilian, fresh from giving an assist for his international team. I think this is a good signing for Manchester United. So Cunha really wanted United, no other place, no other team came for him, but he, as a player, wanted Manchester United so badly. That's why this deal was done quite early. In fact, it was the first deal of the season for the Premier League, and he's one of the most expensive players that the Premier League club has bought. That is, if you bar Florian Wirtz transfer from Leverkusen to Liverpool. Another player that Manchester United are looking at actively, this is a very hot rumor, hot rumor, 27-year-old French international Filipe Mateta. I mentioned this before in a previous video on transfers. I think United are pushing on this. If they don't get Ekitike, whose price I think will be exorbitant, Manchester United may just settle for Filipe Mateta, a very, very good forward. He's been scoring goals for fun. He's very strong. He can play on his own up front. He can hold the ball. He's basically an upgrade of what we already have in Haaland. The Danish youngster has not managed to do much for Manchester United. So this is a deal that I think United will push on for. But hey, time will tell. Now, Arsenal are not left behind because they let a very good player in heaven join Manchester United, but they are looking at a very, very good young defender in Jorel. This is a player that they're looking at. He plays for Ajax. He's 19 years old. He's a defender. But the question is, why will the Gunners let a player like Heaven leave for free to Manchester United only to bring another one of the same age or almost the same age? So there's something that didn't work for Heaven at Arsenal, or he was just disenfranchised because he could not see a path to the first team. But at United, he's made 6 appearances. He's done really well before the injury stopped him, but he played in the last games. So that is a player that United really had a coup. But Arsenal are looking at Jorel from Ajax, a 19-year-old defender. Now, the one player that also Arsenal were looking at was Nico Williams. This is a very, very good player. Spain international, has won the Euros with Spain, plays on the left where Martinelli plays, but they were really looking at him. But the funny thing is that Bayern have done a deal for this Nico Williams, so Arsenal have missed out on one of the best properties in Europe at the moment. So Nico Williams to Bayern Munich is a done deal and is going to replace one of the best underrated attacking forwards in Leroy Sane. Sane is joining Galatasaray from Bayern Munich. He's 29 years old. He plays forward, right, left-footed, very little player. Played for Man City, Bayern. Now he's joining Galatasaray at 29 years old. So this is a player that Nico Williams is replacing at Bayern Munich. These are big shoes for Nico Williams basically to replace. But hey, this kid is also Ryan Norris from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Manchester City. Now, if you want Pep to go mad, beat him to the league, whichever league he's in. So that is what Pep is doing right now, is ensuring that he buys back that league. And there is none better than Ryan Norris playing for him at the left back. That is a position that City have really struggled with. Many players have played there, from Ake to Guardiola to Stones. So many players have been positioned there, but none a specialist than Ryan Norris. So at 23 years old, this is a player for the future. And the way he is very good with the ball, his close control, he's attack-minded, he can cross the ball, he can play in between the lines. This is a player that Pep Guardiola is going to enjoy getting the best out of. So Manchester City are making sure that they are ready for this coming season, 2025-2026 Premier League season. Now, they are not stopping there. This guy have gone for one of the best midfielders currently in Europe, in Tjani Reinders. Tjani is 26 years old. He's a midfielder. He plays for AC Milan. But the funny thing is that AC Milan did not qualify for Europe. So meaning that these players are up for grabs. Most of these players who have ambition and so on. So City have already grabbed Tjani. In fact, they want him to replace Kevin De Bruyne, who I think I'll talk about later in this episode. Now, replacing De Bruyne will not be a very, very easy thing. It will be a very, very difficult aspect for Tjani to do. But he has to show up because Pep is demanding. Remember, Pep has a number of players, a plethora of players in that position. So Tjani must just show up. Now, City did not stop only at Tjani. They went for one of the best midfielders, attacking midfielders in Europe, the Frenchman Ryan Cheki. Now, Cheki is 21 years old only. He's playing for Lyon currently. In fact, when they met Manchester United, he almost punished Manchester United out of the Europa League. But United recovered to get to the final. But this is a master tactician. This is a player that is very, very good as a number 10. He likes carrying the ball. He likes shooting. He's a very, very good dribbler. He thinks on his feet, and he scored a very beautiful goal on his debut for France. So at 21 years old, Ryan Cherki is one of the best. So basically, what City have done is that they've gone for twin Ryans. There's Ryan Norris, and then there's Ryan Cherki. So that is what City are doing, and Pep Guardiola is intending to make sure that this league comes back to Manchester. Thank you for watching the Soccer Benchmark. Many transfers have been done. Thomas Frank to Spurs, Florian Wirtz to Liverpool, Frimpong to Liverpool, and many others. Consider subscribing for this channel as we build it day by day. This is the Soccer Benchmark, Coach Charles presenting.